Right, so I'm Russian, was born Russian in Siberia in Russia and ex-USSR. My background is science, medical science, and I was in vaccines and molecular biology and biotechnology for many years back there in Russia. Now I'm running this place is Russian Banya of Dallas. It's a piece of Russian tradition, Russian culture here at Dallas. So I was for a long period I was like a professional manager in different fields, like even the real estate development.
Yeah.
To build a trade center, for example. And now when I kind of combine this, I feel pretty much the same. So ownership is a huge burden. You need to be a very brave and talented person to do something on your own, because the responsibilities and everything is really heavy. And I appreciate much every single man who runs his own business. Is a huge responsibility.
So you said it as that would be something maybe for potential business owners to know that there is a weight that comes with it, but what are some of like the benefits of being your own entrepreneur?
The benefits are nice because on the one side all responsibilities is on you, on the other side all the benefits are yours, so you can do your own type of business, your own style of making it. Like this Banya, for example, it changed 4 sets of owners since it was opened in 2007. People say that's very different from what they had before. Most of them say the changes are for the good, and they did really a little different because this is not any kind of the establishment for Russians. It is a piece of Russian tradition and culture facing Americans, and this pays back. But that takes me to some changes that I had to make here, changes in the business process, changes in establishment itself and the facilities. So I need to change a lot, invest a lot to make it sellable to Americans. Tony Goldschmidt made this Russian Banya and the restaurant, and they were quite successful. This was a hit for some period, and he sold it to other people, then they sold it again and again, and all that time this was a facility for Russians, for Russian-speaking audience. I decided that I need a different setup, a different people to come, and a different atmosphere in that place. They call this homey, they call this comfortable, they call this club-like atmosphere, so very friendly community, and that's very unique. It never existed before.
So can you explain, for some people may not know, difference from like a spa to a Russian Banya? Can you explain kind of what is the difference between the Russian Banya from the regular spa that they wouldn't get anywhere else?
All right. If I only knew what is the regular spa. The key feature in Banya is the hot room itself. So in that hot room we have high temperature that is characteristic to dry saunas, with a high humidity. The moisture is there. There's a lot of humidity in the air. That's very characteristic to Russian Banya. And this combination makes it feels much hotter than in regular sauna, and hotter than in the Turkish hammam, which are quite popular as well. And I know several of them in Dallas here. And the other key thing that we use in Banya is venic treatment. So venic is the thin. It is the leaves and branches of birch or oak that we bundle in a broom, and we use kind of to massage body with it in the hot room. So it brings you additional amount of stimulation to your skin, and this makes the pleasure of taking the hot sauna like more intense. And it brings additional relaxation after all. So I would say that these two things are distinctive from spa. The type of sauna used, hot and humid. And maybe the third trait that we have is a good food. So because usually Banya is not, I don't know how people go for the spa for how many hours, but I see that people are coming here for like 2 hours at least. There are some hurry sportsmen or businessmen that come for 45 minutes to have their pleasure, but they come regularly, like daily for that. So others are coming for 2 or 3 hours at least. And many people spend 6 hours in park. They have food here. They sleep sometimes here on the couches. So they relax here for a long time. And then the food comes as a great addition to the services.
I have some people tell me this is like their little mini vacation. Day vacation. I don't have to go out of town or out the
get
country.
Away.
Get a good getaway from coming here. So let's talk a little bit more about your saunas. The saunas. You have 3 of them. So I know there is the Russian sauna, and then I believe you said it's the Turkish one, and that's more kind of like the steam or that comes up, and then there's the
Finnish dry.
Finnish? Okay, dry.
Usually the word sauna means bath in Finnish language. So Finnish is considered usually it has to be dry and hot. So there's an electrical heater usually with some rocks where you can sprinkle a little water, but generally humidity there is somewhere between 3 to 10%. Humidity is very low. You may spend more time there. Turkish hammam is opposite to that. So the temperature is not that high, and it is derived by steam, the vapors. The water boils, fills the room, and this steam is actually the boiling water coming from the steam generator. And this steam heats the walls, the benches. It's usually not wooden finish, it's usually tiled space. And these tiles absorb the heat from steam. And when you sit or lay on them, so they give this heat back to all your body. It helps to clean sinuses and the lungs and everything, and we often put some aromas there like eucalyptus or mint or lavender in there, and it makes the atmosphere very nice and very healing. And the third one we have is the unique thing because we have it hot and we have it both humid. Temperature there reaches sometimes 210 Fahrenheit. Wow. The regular we have is at least 185. And the humidity is somewhere about 50%, 50 to 60, and sometimes we add a little temporarily more by throwing water on the rocks, on the hot rocks. It evaporates and brings temporarily the humidity maybe to 70%, like that. Saunas that are run on the wood-burning brick stove, the traditional way, how it was hundreds of years ago. So that's the very unique thing that was made by the original owner, and he's done really great job. Whoever designed that stove was genius, and it works perfectly well. It has to take many of the manual labor.
Gotcha. Just to keep it.
And it has to be professional.
So I gotta ask you this. So me and my wife, thank you for inviting us here. We actually kind of use it for our anniversary. So I gotta ask you, is there a right way to go into those saunas? Because I think we did the Russian sauna first. Then we tried to go into the Finnish sauna. And it's like, oh, this is nothing. Like, what are we doing here, right? Then we went to the Turkish and it was like, oh, this is nothing again. We're going to go back to this real hot sauna because we felt like we were actually getting a lot of stuff out of our pores. So is there a way or order to go in those spots, or is it just anybody's choice?
It is fun to have all those 3 rooms, but of course, if you love sauna, you better go for the high temperature, and that's the Russian. The right way is to keep cycling between the hot room and the cooling down. Cooling down could be done just under the shower. Cooling down could be done outside in the window or under the rain. Russian goes to the snow. Or the great alternative is the cold plunge. The cold plunge here is pretty unique. It runs at 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very cold. And that range of the temperatures, 45 in the cold plunge, 200 in the hot room, That's where we achieve this huge swing of the effects on our body, on our skin, our nerves, our capillary system, lymph vessels, and everything. And that's what finally brings the relaxation. So the right way is to kind of go from hot to cold and do it several times. Of course, you always need to monitor your status, and you don't want to go any kind of feel any dizziness or hard breathing, or sometimes feeling not well, whatever it is. So leave the cold plunge, leave the hot room, relax. So say that's not yours yet. So what I do personally, I do not even, I never watch the time. I just feel okay. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sitting. So I never compete with someone. Even would never try to oversee anyone. And many people sit in the hot room longer than me, just because I'm comfortable enough to leave at that point. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there longer than I feel comfortable.
Right.
Feeling it more hot. I like to use Venix on myself. I like somebody to hit myself with Venix. So all this brings additional joy to me. And so I like to go after that. To the cold plunge, I'm not sitting there for minutes. Though people do that, 5-7 minutes, somebody sits there for 10 minutes. It's crazy. Comes probably with medical benefits, I don't know.
Yeah.
But this doesn't make me comfortable.
Yeah.
So I go there for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds. I can stay there for a few minutes. My comfort zone and my joy is 30 seconds there, and then I come back to hot room, and I like to do like 6-7 cycles.
Well, let me tell you this. I don't feel so bad now when you said you only stayed in there for like a few seconds. My wife, we came out here, we ate some of the food, and then everybody was there already in the cold plunge when we just got out the sauna. So I'm coming fresh. Just know I'm like, yeah, I could do this. I was an athlete. I did ice baths before. This is nothing. I could sit in here another 15, 20 minutes. Man, I got in there. I was like, oh. I don't think I was in it for a minute. And I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Nothing to be ashamed of. So there are people who stay there for I don't want to compete them.
Yeah.
No. I go to sauna and go to Russian Banya to achieve my personal level of relaxation. And I know it is well for my body, for my skin. I look maybe younger, something else. I sleep better. That's what I am here for. Not for minutes, not for times, not for anything else. For my comfort and pleasure. And everybody's personal schedule is very unique, and all you need is to feel your body and say, so am I good? Yeah. I like it? Yeah. If you don't like it, don't do it.
Yeah. From being in there and just knowing from being an athlete, those ice baths just somehow just rejuvenates, helps the body heal so much quicker, to where a lot of that soreness, a lot of achiness, it just goes away. Right. So I know just for me, I sometimes have a lot of back problems. So for me, it was more like, hey, I want to be in there as long as I can. So whatever's going on here, it could just vanish. So, but I like how they both are interchangeable. Right. Like I think I want you to talk about a little bit more about those health benefits, because I really think that we live in a time to where people want to get healthy, but sometimes those may not always be the right thing for that individual.
Different traditional methods of staying healthy are well known for the efficacy for centuries from different cultures, but the modern medicine wouldn't touch that and wouldn't kind of research that. I would say that Finnish and British scientists during the last 20-25 years did a great deal, received a great experimental database about what's going on when you go to Banya that reported different aspects. So they researched the general death rate, they researched skin effects, mental effects, cardiovascular effects, etc. There is a great scientist, Dr. Huberman from California. If you look on the internet under the health benefits of saunas, you'll find a lot. That the research compared the mortality, the general of all cause death between those who do not go to Banya and those who do. So 40% decrease of the mortality of all causes.
That's not
going to Banya, they have 40% higher rate of death. So they compared, then the other study compared how often would you go to Banya, and they compared 0 times a week, 1 time a week, and it was 2-3 times a week, I think. That 3 points. And there's a clear straight line in whatever benefit they search something. So the more often you go, up to 3 times or maybe 4, I don't remember exactly, a week, the better it is. I am here every single day for 2 years now. Okay, I skipped something, but literally it's 5 times a week. When we used to work 6 days a week, so it was 6 days a week. During sessions, my blood pressure definitely is better. So when I don't go to Banya for a couple of days, I feel like I want that. So I miss that. My body wants that. Banya and cold plunge brings up the level of some hormones in your body. They found that the human growth hormone, which is a huge mediator of the regeneration, rejuvenation, and things like that, even in adults. So it goes up, what was it, like 200% up, and stays for several hours when you go to the cold plunge for 2 minutes, I think, a minute like that.
Nice.
Cold plunge brings it up efficiently and let it stay for several hours. It is proven that it works even for mental health problems. They studied effects on Alzheimer? I think Alzheimer. And they found it improves the status of the patients. There's a huge benefits for cardiovascular system. There's huge effects on your skin. We have a book there that I ask my customers to write their particular cases in there. So it's not medicine. It's nothing. It doesn't prove anything. It just these single cases. Maybe this is not connected to Banya effect. But that's what people think it is connected. What else? We have people that saying our skin improved. We had some tags. Now it's gone. So I don't know what's going on here, but that's definitely something. And there is a medical study. There is lots of medical studies that says this improves in Banya. Just combine this all, trust it, it's good for you.
One thing I have not had a chance to talk about yet. That's the restaurant and the food. Now, there's one thing when we talk you didn't tell me about. I had to find out till I got here. But you have your own team there.
Yeah, it's traditional for Russians to drink tea in Banya. Russians are tea drinkers, like British. Our chef, she's making everything per order, like she would feed her own family.
Some chefs is just like, hey, this is just a job. We have that chef that's like, no, I'm making this. And they put the soul into it, they put the love into it, man. That is the best food.
The soul and love are the key components in our kitchen.
I thank you for it. I had I think I had got the shish kebab, and I had got the steak, and I forgot what my wife got. I don't know if it was like the chicken meatballs or something like that, or dumplings or
chicken cutlets.
Chicken cutlets. Cutlets, those are all good.
I wanted to do all the basics that our mothers and grandmothers cooked for the families. I don't want to have ketchup here. I don't want French fries. I want the products and the dishes that we used to have in our childhood. So and what we're making.
So you actually live in Garland, right? You're a Garland native. And so one of the things I think I told you what we were doing in Garland was trying to bring the community together. Is a really big piece. That's one of our staples that we're trying to do here. Our ministry and our church here is bringing everybody together. It doesn't matter what race, what background you come from, and everybody to be able to know that they can be loved. God can love them. It takes all of us working together to bring it together.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you thank you for one, just extending out your business, and I want people to know that you are Garland native. Why don't you tell them the address real quick where you're at so they can know? We're gonna have some people who are raffling off some of this stuff here. So.
I wish we were in Garland, but yes, this thing was built in Carrollton. The address of this place is 2515 East Rosemead Parkway, suite number 401. Look into the right wing of the building under the sign Russian Banya.
2 favorite dishes. What would you recommend? I already bragged about your Misha tea, so I think they're going to get that one. But what would be your 2 favorite dishes?
2 favorite to start with is borscht and pelmeni, dumplings.
Okay.
It's very traditional, easy, tasty, filling, very natural. Borscht is soup, Russian beet soup, and dumplings are dumplings.
Right. I mean, there's no way you can change what a dumpling is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
just the way you do it.
Yeah, that is true. We want to tell Misha here, and I know I've been calling him Michael. He goes by Michael and Misha. We want to tell him thank you so much for just taking the time to talk about his business. We are going to be raffling off this as the main gift for this here month of February. And the reason why, guess what, is for couples or for somebody that wants to do their own self-care. Is we did one last month in January, and now we're going to do the bigger package, which is about $250, and they can almost get everything done. That right?
Yeah.
So, guys, whoever wins it, I'm praying that my wife somehow just magically puts my or her name in it, so we can come back. Even wait, we're still coming back, but I want you guys to all just enjoy this here place. Everybody here that we met was great. The staff was great. Everybody's respectful. You'll really enjoy yourself. And I think me and my wife, we meant to stay here for an hour, but man, we ended up staying here for like a couple hours just because we just really enjoyed ourselves. So I almost forgot where the event's going to be, which is next week, but it's on February 17th. Doors open at 2. We'll begin at 2:15 and then we'll end at 4 o'clock. But it's at 3321 Broadway Avenue, Garland, Texas. And it's Suite 101 is at the very bottom. As soon as you open up the doors, you cannot wait to see you guys. Please come, invite a friend. Don't forget to put your name in the hat so that you can be picked to win this great package. If not, I'll put my name in there. So listen, guys, thank you so much. Love you all, and I can't wait to see you guys.
And thank you, Bryan, for this opportunity really to participate in all that. And I'd love to make my input into bringing Garland community together.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Look, I almost forgot too. This is very important. What other ways that they can get in contact with your business?
There's a Facebook page called Russian Banya of Dallas. You can find us on Google Maps under Russian Banya of Dallas. There's a huge collection of reviews on us about our food and about our services. And we have the same on Yelp, Russian Banya of Dallas for us. Yeah, so we open Wednesday through Sunday. So our 2 days off are Monday and Tuesday. Don't come on Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday through Sunday. On weekdays we open late, 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. 3 to 10 on weekdays, and on weekends 12 p.m. till 11 p.m.
So you can't come on Sunday, just don't come on Monday.
You can.